We just got to Europa Park. This is the first day of Europa Park on this tour. We're doing this winter tour. We went to Efteling yesterday. We're going to be here for 2 days.
It's looking a little bit busy, but not too bad. Europa Park operations are always fantastic.
The first ride that we did was Silver Star. It usually is. We usually go
Yeah,
straight
it was
to
Silver
Silver
Star Can. We were in like 5 minutes late, so everyone rushes Can first. So we just keep going right
Yeah,
around
it
the
was
corner to
already
Silver
over
Star.
half an hour, so we decided to go to Silver Star. We're here in Europa Park again. This is day 2. Yesterday, we were doing a shitty vlog because we were doing every main ride with the group. So we already had another vlog here on Europa Park from the 2 days that we've been here on December. So if you want to watch the other vlog, we were talking about all the main rides here, all the main coasters, all the main dark rides. And that's what we were doing with the group yesterday and this morning. Now what we're doing, we're just going to go do all the other stuff that is not the main rides, but they have a lot of other cool things to do. Because like we said on the other video, Europa Park is huge. And they have how many attractions here?
It's like 100 attractions. It's crazy the amount.
So it's ridiculous. Like how many rides they have here. And not only the rides, but all the other things to do. Like all the slides and play areas and bars and restaurants and shows. So it's impossible to do everything in one day. So we've been here before last year as well. We came in on summer for 2 days, then 2 days in December. Now the group decided to split up because everyone is chasing their priorities because there's so much to do. It's impossible for everyone to do everything in 2 days. So we were just walking around and do some other stuff that I've never done before. And you, right? There's new stuff for you as well. Some shows that we never done. So we're just going to check them out and see what they are like. If you want to check main rides, go to the other video. And this one is more focused about all the secondary things that they have here. And we might find out something cool as well.
Yeah.
We're here in Ireland. And we did the spinning dragons that were actually really good. They spin a lot, right?
Yeah, they're always good laugh.
Hey!
We're good.
And now we're going on these tractors here.
Tried to get 4 of us in a single tractor, but they were like, no.
No, yeah, this is too small. It's only for kids. So, yeah, it's just like a random ride. It's purple sheets, why not? Still in Ireland, we did now Dancing Dinghy.
Dancing Dinghy's in the Dublin area, Dublin Port, and it's all Titanic themed. So Titanic is actually Belfast, not Dublin. So it's a little bit controversial, but it's still good fun ride.
Yeah, it's kind of like a disco, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like an indoor, like little mini disco. You get close to the sides in there.
What I like about it is it's indoors, and Europa Park has a lot of attractions that are indoor. So even if it's raining or if it's snowing on the winter, you can still enjoy your day here doing a lot indoors.
So there is actually a coaster here, Bar Express.
Yeah, so that's the kitty credit.
So if you want +1 for your coaster count, you can get that over here.
1 + 1, 1 + 1, 1 + 1 equals us.
It's got really big seats, so you don't need to worry about cramming in it. And the seats, are designed for adults, surprisingly. But it's got like a drop in a corner, and that's about it. And that's all it has.
We wanted to do this show now that is like a Christmas
novel.
Yeah. So it's like a theater with dance and with show. I don't know, but it's not, they're not going to happen today.
Unfortunately, there's a sign outside the front that says, due to illness, there'll be no show today. I don't know what that is, but hopefully everyone's okay. But yeah, no show today.
There is another show that I want to do in Greece.
Croatia?
Yeah.
Greece and Croatia.
We're doing now this 360 theater that is here in Greece, kind of in the border with Croatia. Another one that I did, Marcus was still with the group. I did the 4D theater about Voltron. They have this 4D movie on the 4D theater in France. It's kind of like a 15 minutes movie. It tells the story about Voltron. If you don't know the story about Voltron,
Nikolas Tesla's creating a new invention to transport you from one side to the other. Basically teleportation.
this is his story of how he came up with this invention. And the only problem, they only have it in German or French. I don't speak either languages. I didn't quite understand the dialogues, but you can get a whole idea of what the movie is about. I feel like the movie was very well done. The effects were cool, but I think they overdid the effects in some parts. So they had some cool effects that they kept using in parts that wasn't needed. For example, there are a part that people were just talking and they were like there was an effect, kind of a drop in your seat. Was pointless. But I think it's worth it. Even if you don't speak the language, it's worth doing. It's like only 15 minutes and there is no kills. I wish they were testing. Now we're gonna do the movie that is about Croatia that we were saying. So they have this room here that is where we are gonna go there. They have like an observation thing for Voltron.
So good. And the model at the other end it looks so big. When you see the actual model of it, it looks so good.
It's ridiculous how big it is. This was the 360 movie about Croatia. This is January of 2024. Voltron is...
Yeah, we're looking at it right now.
Yeah,
it's
just,
impressive.
It's
so impressive looking. I do believe it's got possibility to be like one of the world's best coasters. I don't think it's going to be my number one. I think we'll struggle to get my top 5 because I'm trying to set expectations.
But I think it's exactly what this park needs, because Europa Park is one of my favorite parks ever. Everything here is so well themed, so well done. It's such a great park to walk around. It's so amazing to see everything. And they have some great rides. What I think it needs, a standout ride after Voltron here. This park is going to be probably my favorite. Right now, they are testing. They're still finishing all the themed areas of Voltron. Right now, while they're finishing Voltron, they have these attractions here that are kind of a pre-thing for Voltron. So this that we just did, basically this is like this 360 movie that you lay on the floor. Nikolas Tesla is teletransporting you to Croatia, so you can see some images of Croatia.
Und in Form elektrischer Blitze von hier
Another thing that they have here on the 4D theater that I watched the Voltron movie, they have actual movies. So today they have Aquaman. It's a really cool idea. I would love to watch a full movie here. The only problem, again, they don't have it in English. So all the movies, the actual movies that they have on the 4D theater is in German. The Voltron movie was fine. It was like 10 minutes. Then you could understand the story.
Yeah, you could kind of work it out from the images. Whereas, whole movie, you're going to be questioning something.
Yeah, and it's a lot of time to waste if you don't understand the language. Now we're in Scandinavia.
I love this area of the park. It's so good. Most of it did have to be rebuilt with the fire that took down Praten and Batavia, but they've rebuilt it, all looking amazing. There's some random stores, so like Puma stuff. So Europa Park's got to deal with Puma, so you can buy Puma meets Europa Park merchandise. So
Yeah,
Right,
they have
crazy.
pretty random things to buy here.
Yeah, they really do. And then we're just slowly coming up to the Snorri dark ride, which is basically an advert for Rulantica, but a bloody good advert. Snorri is like the Rulantica mascot, and Snorri's like a little octopus.
If you think of it as an advertise, it's like Marcus said, it's pretty good. If you think it as a ride,
Yeah. Every time you go on Snorri, you just have to go over the top. We love Snorri. We do. Yay!
last time we were here, we said about the lighthouse in Iceland has good views of wooden and blue fire. This is the stairs in the end of Scandinavia. And you have some amazing views of blue fire as well. And now it looks really cool because they had the ice skating. The ice skating is an upcharge.
Then if you just look just down there, you have a balcony. And so as part of the restaurant, in the summer, you can come out here and eat, which is a great view. Just below us, you have the river rafts. The rapids ride is literally just below us, but they don't operate in the winter. So that's why we've got the ice skating rink.
Okay, so we said that we're going to do all these random rides. We're basically walking around the park. It's so worth it. Europa Park is a park that is great to just walk around. Even if I don't go on any rides, I'm happy here just walking because everything looks so great and it's so well themed.
And I'm just eating my sandwich, so I'm happy. Just opposite Wodan, the main entrance to Wodan, you can come down this sort of little alley. It just takes you into this area here where you can get amazing views of blue fire, literally all above us, going around. It's just like a really cool place to get photos or videos or chill. Sometimes,
And it's really quiet.
yeah, no one's here.
It's almost like people don't know about this area because it's kind of hidden. This is the thing that we said about Europa Park. Sometimes you need to explore to find some paths or rides or attractions.
So what is interesting about this area, they do use it as an entrance to Blue Fire. And the main entrance to Blue Fire is kind of like a building where they sometimes put on a fence for corporate hire. So if they ever have that, they open up this queue line down here. And I've seen it. I've been here before and used the entrance because Europa Park was, had a bit of flooding in the Blue Fire entrance. So they had to bring us into Blue Fire here once. So that was quite interesting. And now we're by Woden.
Yeah, so here's the entrance of Wooden. Here you have the giant gate, the entrance for the coaster, and this is the path that you need to follow if you want to go there. I mean, we said we're going to focus on the random rides today, but I still want to do Wooden. And we started the day with Silver Star. Oh, yeah, Voltron!
We actually got the virtual queue for Voltron because we're right by the entrance and it's park opens at 11. We just logged on, got a virtual queue.
Everyone rushed to Voltron because it's the one ride that is by the entrance. Voltron is the flying theater. It's kind of like Soaring at Epcot. It's really similar, actually. The movie that they have is really similar to Soaring. It's always have big queues in the morning, but Marcus got the virtual queue. On the other video, we're saying about how much virtual queue can be a problem depending on how you use it. So Europa Park does free virtual queue for everyone, and it's limited. You can only do a virtual queue per time. So it's only one ride per time.
The problem I have with virtual queue is you've got to load it up really quick. So first thing in the morning, you've got to get straight on it and it's very easy to miss. Once you've got it, it could be the complete other side of the park that you need to get on the virtual queue. So, for example, if you had Wodan and if you're at the main entrance, that's a 20-minute walk. And so you're going to have to judge your time to be in a specific area at a specific time. And it can really hinder you.
In a park so big, it can be a problem. But the Voltron was right there. We had just entered the park. The queue was on 35 minutes already. Yeah. So it was really worth it. We just
waited for 11 a.m, came online, hit the button, and off we went, in we go.
After Voltron, we did Silver Star. Silver Star is right by the entrance as well. Then we did Arthur.
Yep.
Arthur is like a family coaster that is in this whole Arthur area that is like an indoor area. It's a really good family
Mimoise
coaster.
Kingdom.
The area is cool. They have another family rides there. The slides that they have there, they have like such a play area there.
It does say no over 12s.
We're in Spain now, and here they have this
show building, but in the middle of the show building, it's like a circular show building. They put a temporary tent up in the middle, like a hot, warm place for kids to play.
I mean, not only kids, they have all these things to do there. It's actually quite cool to have this. It's like I said before, even if it's raining, if it's snowing, you can still enjoy the park. And they put it even more things to do. Even if it's not raining or snowy, sometimes it can be really cold here in the winter. So it's good to have some activities that you can just go indoors and do something different than you would do in the summer. Last time we were here, we did Coastality, which is the same coaster as Kanken Coaster, the roller coaster indoor, but you go into a different entrance, you pay an upcharge. There was 6 zeros, and then you have a VR experience. And it was really cool, the whole experience. We talked a lot more on the last video of Europa Park. But the thing is, today is the last day that they're doing Coastality. They're going to shut it down because, to be honest,
it needed enhanced technology.
The quality,
technology is kind of outdated.
Yeah, the quality of the VR was not great. And now they're going to update. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm really excited to see.
Michael Mack, who's the owner of Europa Park, Mack Rides, he's tweeted it recently that it's shutting down this weekend. So I'm glad we did it last time we were here.
I'm so glad because it was worth trying and check how the experience was. And this makes me so much more excited to see the next version.
See how it really compares, see how much better. Because Crazy Bats at Fantasyland is really clear on the virtual reality.
Yes.
And that's all what this needed is like a bit more, a clearer video and a clearer picture.
The experience is better than Crazy Bats because Crazy Bats, you get the VR when you get into the train.
Yep.
And this, you were doing the whole experience on VR. You board the train into VR, which was really cool. Talking about VR experiences on Europa Park.
You can do a very, very strange one in Rulantica.
Yeah, so we're not in Europa Park anymore. We just left Europa Park and now it's like right next to Europa Park. This is where Rulantica, the water park, is.
And that's where the other very strange VR experience is, where they put you underwater in a VR goggle, in like scuba diving. Oh, I've seen people do it. It looks so scary.
I would love to do that.
See, I like VR, but put me underwater.
I know, it's weird because it feels like something's gonna go wrong. Oh yeah, Snorri snorkeling VR. Here is a really, really cool area because you have the water park on this side and then you have the hotel on the other side. There is a river passing here.
We've got a sports bar.
They have these restaurants and bars that they're by the river as well. It's a really nice place here. I would love to be in this hotel one day. It's pretty expensive though. Europa Park has also this other stuff besides the actual theme park, like the water park. And they also have another VR experience, which is
Yulbe Go and Yulbe Pro. So Yulbe is like a virtual reality free roaming experience, and then the Pro version tracks your full body, but you have to have a minimum of 6 people to do the Pro version. They do have, I think it's a Yulbe Go at Alton Towers that recently came in. Obviously it's an upcharge. I think it was like £15, but Yulbe is quite a cool thing that Mac has been really pushing forward a lot recently. So I'll be interested to see what other parks will start to adopt the full body experience.
Oh, I really want to stay in this hotel. We just saw like one of the pools that it has here that is right by the river. It looks so cool. There's this steam coming out of the pool.
Yeah, it's as part of the spa.
This area here looks amazing. Another thing that they have here, adrenaline.
Oh, adrenaline. If you're feeling hungry and you've got a spare €250 to spend, adrenaline. It looks really cool. It's like a 7-course meal, Michelin star, full experience. Your chair moves and push button will take you to the toilet.
Marcus really want to do it just to be taken to the toilet by pushing a button.
It looks like a once in a lifetime situation, for like a very special reason you would do it, but I couldn't justify spending that much money.
Exactly. I would love to try something like that for the experience, but I think 250 euros is just too much.
There was a New Year's Eve one I saw, and it was, I think New Year's Eve was 600 or 700 euros. So
that's insane. Yeah. So they have another experience in Europa Park that is like a dinner show. I was actually taking a look at that because I would love to do something like that, but it starts on 130 euros. So I don't know, it's just a lot for me. We always do these trips in a budget, so we keep doing more of them. So this is the type of thing that we're not going to spend our money on. But I would love to try like a dinner show or adrenaline. I think it's good to do like this other type of experiences.
It becomes more of like a getaway. Like that's what I think with Europa Park is, and the whole area. It's the resort. So it is come to Rulantica, come have a dinner, experience a show, and you have that whole package of when you can come here.
Yeah.
And it does create quite a nice thing.
I love when the theme parks, they go besides only the rides, besides only go to a theme park, ride a roller coaster, go on a flat ride, and that's it. You have all this other stuff that you can do. And I feel like I could stay here for days, like days, just walking around the park and doing all the, like the restaurants, the bars, the flat rides, the coasters, and the extra activities that they have, and the shows. Do you want to go inside? Should we go to the bar?
Maybe.
Okay, let's go to the bar then. We're here. The bar is not open yet, but they do have like a nice skating thing here that is like 4 euros. So now we're just gonna go back to Europa Park because the park is open until 8 and we're still gonna do some other stuff there. We're here in the main plaza and they had the biggest shop here.
I do think the merchandise is pretty good.
It is.
I think there is a lot of stuff that you could buy. Some of it is quite expensive, and I'm going to go straight to the Voltron leather jacket and say about that. That's 330 euros. Yes, that's very expensive for a jacket for some ride merch.
Usually the shirts are around 25 to 35 euros. The hoodies are between 60 and 70. But yeah, the jacket is incredibly expensive. Here on the main plaza, they have a lot of this
Christmas stalls.
They sell like different things.
Yeah, like local merchants will come put up a stall and yeah, it's quite cool. But one thing that is really annoying during the winter is they shut off one of the main parts, so you've got to walk through the stalls to get into the main part of Europa Park, and then you've got to walk through it to get back. And it's annoying because it's a bit
crowded.
It's really crowded, and then it adds like a bit of a longer walk as well.
So here you can buy meat.
Yes, why not? So if you're hungry and you want to go back and... We can't in a Holiday Inn, but perhaps you can.
Yeah, it's like raw meat to cook, not like cooked meat to eat here right now. It's quite funny that they have it on a theme park. So my favorite merch here on this park is on this star. This is the Ghost Train from Italy, and it's so cool. They have such different things. They used to have this skulls that was like for holding toilet paper. They were so cool. I wanted to buy one, and I don't know, they don't have them anymore, but they still have cool things.
Silverstar Night Ride.
Silverstar Night Ride. It's really good.
Silverstar's grown on me over the years. It really has. And I think the winter event, Silverstar really shines in the winter event. I don't know, this last 3 months I've been here, and last year when I was here in the winter event, I don't know, I think this is a great winter ride.
My only problem with Silverstar is usually they staple you really, really, really hard.
Yeah, the worst staff at Europa Park by a long way.
And it's so often that happens. Right now, I just had a ride with a lot of space in my restraint, so it was amazing. Because B&M Hypers, they are based on airtime. So if you don't have a lot of space, it kind of loses the point. But anyway, now was great. They have a front row queue. This morning, when we went on Silverstar, I queued for the front. It took me 20 extra minutes to do the front row. The full kettle pan for the front row was full, and that took 20 minutes. So if you're in the queue and you're thinking if you're gonna do the front row or not, with 2 trains, it was on like 20 minutes extra. Oh, they're having a show now.
Yeah, the show's on the big Epcot ball. While Gabby was front row queue, I ended up on Schloss whatever. whatever the
The ghost
train is.
train.
I went on
the
the ghost
Italian
train.
ghost train.
So yeah, horror ghost train in Italy. Never a queue for that. It's always a walk on, pretty much.
Oh, so
It's
good.
An omni mover.
It's one of the best dark rides here in Europa
It's
Park.
just-
I just love it.
It's just loads of basic horror animatronics, like all very creepy, all just chucked in one big ghost train. So I love it. I think it's cheesy, it's funny, I don't know, spooky. It's good. I like it. In the winter event with Ghost Train, they put Christmas hats on some of the ghost figures and the statues. And I hate it. I hate the idea that they put Christmas hats on them. To me, I don't know, it feels like a half-done job for Christmas that you are getting rid of the original experience. And I just dislike it. However, today, the Christmas hats were removed. So I was quite
weird.
happy. Yeah.
Because the whole Christmas decorations is still on.
Yeah, and this is the final weekend of the year of the 2023 season. So even though we're in 2024, yeah. So I found that very strange that they were removed.
Now we just did wooden. It's almost 8 p.m. and they had still the front row queue open, so we just went for the front row, and it was amazing. It was an amazing night, right? And now we're just gonna go on Blue Fire. It's like 5 minutes until park closed. So yeah, it's the law. We need to finish with a night ride on Silver Star, Wooden, and Blue Fire. It's like we do every time.
I love a night ride on Wodan, but I really like a night ride on Silver Star.
I do.
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
even and Blue Fire, it looks so good at night.
Oh, they've got the lights on.
Here they have
The first reality, it's called Yulbe Go, and it's like freestanding, and you can walk around. But this is the basic version.
It's kind of
There's a
like
lot
the
more cutback.
advertisement for the real thing. So this is inside the queue for Blue Fire. The other one, the big one, is by Rulantica, the water park.
Well, wait, what way do you want to go? You can go both ways.
We went-
in Europa Park, around the Scandinavian way. It just depends on what mood you're in. You can go through the little Scandinavian town by Snorri.
I like
or,
the Scandinavian town.
Or yeah, I quite like the Scandinavian town. Or you can go through past like the pirate ship.
Yeah, last time we went through the pirate ship. This area has so many trees, so many like Christmas trees. It's unbelievable.
It's so bright.
I think it's my favorite. Oh, I need to talk about my favorite area.
Your favorite area?
On our last video, we were like, Marco's favorite area is Greece. And I couldn't decide which one was my favorite, which country is my favorite. So we said that by the end of this trip, which is like today for Europa Park, I need to have decided which country was my favorite. It's really hard because they all look so good. I'm disappointed with Portugal because especially in the winter when they close the only ride that they have and put a Ferris wheel. It's kind of like, you can't really tell that it's Portugal.
It could
to
be
honest.
Austria or Portugal, couldn't it?
I feel like it's a poor area that could have more. The two countries, Luxembourg and
Luxembourg and Liechtenstein, very small.
they don't have anything. They don't even have teaming.
Germany's a bit weak.
Yeah, Germany's
it's just
weak.
the main entrance. That's about it.
Everything else is amazing.
London is pretty weak, I'd say.
Yeah,
and Ireland.
better than No, Ireland is good.
Yeah, I think they're better than Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, but still weak in comparison to everything else that there is here.
Talking about the best now, I think Greece. Yeah, I agree that is one of the best. Scandinavia, Iceland. I think my favorite is Switzerland.
Oh yeah, as far as areas look, Switzerland does look amazing.
It's like it's that little street with all the flags and the bobsled. That in the middle you have the chairs. What is the
like the chairlifts.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks so good, but it is really hard to say which one is better because we're just passing through Holland now. It's so good. Although there is an area here that, if you think about the country, the whole thing is not one of the best for me, but the ride that they have, the coaster, for me is the best looking coaster. Is Russia. Euromir is so...
It's iconic, it feels.
It is.
So here comes the question. Are we going to have a new favourite area next year? Because they're building a whole new country.
The new country is going to be Croatia. It's where Voltron is. And we already know that this area is going to have the best ride in the park. We don't know exactly how the theming on Croatia is going to be.
I think when you see the building, the construction work, I think it looks huge. I think the amount of construction work on the theming is going to be all out.
I think Croatia has potential to be the best land in this park.
I think Croatia's going to be number one. I think they put everything into Voltron. And the theming, it's going to be like a cross between Greece and, I don't know, just everything. I just think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I think when you see the construction, I'm pumped for it. I really am. Euromir though, this area.
Yeah, so
Like-
Euromir, especially on Christmas, Euromir on Christmas with the Christmas lights looks so good. Best looking coaster is Euromir, right?
I like Blue Fire at night.
Blue Fire,
Blue Fire at night with the blue lights on the train.
but this could be in any other park, any other random coaster. Euromir is so, how can I describe it? Euromir is something so
Iconic.
special. Yeah, I'm thinking about iconic. It's not, yeah, it is iconic, but it's something unique. Euromir is unique. Where else do you see like that?
Yeah,
If
Blue
you see
Fire
a
has been
picture of
cloned.
Blue Fire or a video of Blue Fire at night, just the video of Blue Fire could be in any park, could be in a park that is not even themed. You know,
I don't know, I think the rocks and the trees look pretty good.
I think it's not enough to say that it stands out of the others.
But I like if you go through that walkway from Scandinavia into Iceland and you just see that big loop perfectly
It
positioned.
looks amazing. It does look amazing. But I don't think it's enough to beat Euromir. Although it's a better ride.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
We're just talking
I'm
about-
just looking at ways to
Yeah.
complain about Euromir, I guess. Talking about that, I think the bobsleigh coaster looks better than Euromir. We're walking past that now.
I was thinking
No,
that.
I don't.
I was thinking that it doesn't look better than Euromir, but looks better than Blue Fire.
It fits the area.
It has the theming of being on snow. It fits Switzerland area, and with the chairs that they have in the middle, I think it's so good.
Silver Star, I'll say no, but it is a great coaster to drive into the car park and see.
Yes.
It looks great from the distance. When you're on the motorway and the Autobahn and you're driving in, and that's the first thing you can see when you see Europa Park, that's always great.
B&M hypers, they are always imponent when you're arriving in a park. Okay, I completely forgot about Italy and France. We're just passing through them right now, and I love them. Italy is really small. Is it small?
Yeah,
Not that small.
I'll say Italy is quite small. Feels quite small, but maybe in the
It
grand
feels,
scheme.
it's like you're like in a square, but it looks so good. Again, at Christmas, it looks really good because of all the trees that they have. But I really like this lake here. This was our days in Europa Park. Now we're going to
Fantasialand
tomorrow. And we're going to stay there for 2 days as well. So make sure to subscribe and check this video next.